Hello again. In this video blog, I want to talk about aging at home. And this is an interesting thought. We've kind of touched on this a little bit in some earlier blogs. And it's really, as I've become more familiar with the senior healthcare system, I'm really noticing a trend for many different reasons. There are people as they age that think about the options of going into independent living, or then the way kind of the senior healthcare system is designed from there, it's set up for, okay, it can be assisted living and then skilled nursing and even memory care. Everything is designed and new facilities are being designed as we speak. It's a very high growth industry in terms of the memory care part and skilled nursing. That's an area that's kind of really honestly exploding around the country. But the concept of aging in a home for a number of reasons. What would it be like, perhaps, if mom and dad didn't have to leave home and they could what's called age in place? So a number of senior healthcare companies are looking at aging in place, saying they can send therapists to the home and administer services and nurses and so on and so forth, bring in food, and allow parents to actually live at home in the comfort of their own home where they've been. And I know that's an option that my mom, even until just the last 6 months of her life, really exercised. She loved being at home. She lived right by a golf course, Victorville, California. And it was very nice. She was very, very comfortable there. She might have been unusual, but she was a trendsetter, as she was in many things over time. So there's a number of benefits to do this. As we talked about in terms of the typical cost of senior care, if somebody could save $3,000 to $5,000 a month, which can really bankrupt people pretty quickly, honestly, that could be an attractive alternative. And yet they still need the support and they still need the services. So for example, if people are available or have the option of using a reverse mortgage, that could be an option so they can age in place. That could be a viable option for a lot of people. And then they can use spouses and other caregivers to help them to administer services and help them at home, or people that come in to administer for aging in place and helping deliver services. And the idea in terms of craniosacral therapy is that if we can actually stop the progression of the disease, simply even stop it, not even talking about seeing if we can get better or improve, but simply stopping the progression, that could be significant because quality of life could be maintained and people can age in place in a comfort there. So quality of life, very important. And quality of life also, of course, really speaks to memory, being able to have a relationship with our loved one and still be in communication with them. So that's an option that's becoming more and more popular. And the idea of what we're really designing at Body Energy Company is a way to train even aging in place facilities where we can train the caregivers that come into the home so they can administer 5 to 10 minutes a day of very simple craniosacral therapy techniques. In a way, it's even more of an advantage because they're not distracted by a nursing home or a skilled facility when there's lots of other things going on the floor. There's lots of potential distraction and disruption. So in the comfort of the home, it's even much more likely that someone coming in as a trained professional can deliver this service. And then there's lots of other ways that we can support people at home, as well as the family supporting spouses and other family that are around to help provide continuity of service on a continuous basis. So that's very attractive. So that's an area we're looking into as well, and just really starting to pioneer because aging in place can be such an attractive alternative, especially if we can maintain quality of life and even halt the progression. That's an exciting possibility. We want to even look more at research in this area and see what we can do. So wanted to think about that thought, which is kind of an optimistic way to think about things. And please, again, write me at info@bodyenergy.net, info@preventingalzheimers.com. And if you have any suggestions about this and know other people that might be interested in wanting to implement a program like this that are involved in aging in place types of companies and facilities, please let us know, because we'd really like to help and contribute with that. So again, thanks again for listening, and we'll see you again in the next blog.